In a world where political leaders are often associated with wealth and opulence, Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso and José Mujica of Uruguay stand out as remarkable exceptions. Both leaders are known for their humble lifestyles and commitment to serving their countries with integrity and simplicity. Their stories provide powerful templates on how to lead a nation with a focus on the welfare of the people rather than personal enrichment. Ibrahim Traoré, the interim president of Burkina Faso, is a military officer who rose to prominence following the political turmoil in the country. Born in 1988, Traoré is one of the youngest leaders in the world. He assumed power in September 2022 after a coup d'etat that ousted the previous government. His rise was marked by a promise to restore security and stability in a country plagued by violence from jihadist groups. Despite his position, Traoré lives a life that is starkly different from many of his contemporaries. He has chosen to live modestly, often seen wearing simple military fatigues rather than expensive suits. His lifestyle is a reflection of his commitment to remain close to the people he serves, understanding their struggles and needs firsthand. Traoré's administration has prioritized security and development. He has emphasized the need to strengthen the country's military capabilities to combat insurgency while also focusing on economic development and social welfare. His leadership style is hands-on, often visiting troops on the front lines and engaging with communities affected by violence. A key aspect of Traoré's leadership is his commitment to transparency and accountability. He has called for audits of government spending and has taken steps to ensure that public resources are used effectively. This approach has helped build trust among the populace, who see him as a leader genuinely committed to their well-being. In stark contrast, José Mujica, often referred to as the world's poorest president, served as the president of Uruguay from 2010 to 2015. Born on May 20, 1935, Mujica's early life was marked by his involvement in the Tupamaros, a leftist guerrilla group. He was imprisoned for over a decade during Uruguay's military dictatorship. After his release, he transitioned into politics, eventually becoming a senator and then president. During his presidency, Mujica famously lived on a small farm with his wife, driving an old Volkswagen Beetle. He donated about 90% of his presidential salary to charity, living on roughly $800 a month. This stark contrast to the lavish lifestyles of many politicians earned him international admiration. Mujica's presidency was marked by significant progressive reforms. He championed the legalization of marijuana to combat drug trafficking, supported same-sex marriage, and worked to decriminalize abortion. These policies positioned Uruguay as a progressive leader in Latin America. Mujica's humble lifestyle was not just a personal choice, but a political statement. He consistently advocated for the poor and marginalized, emphasizing policies that addressed inequality and social justice. His administration invested in education, healthcare, and housing, aiming to lift people out of poverty. Mujica's philosophy of enough, the idea that one should live with what is necessary and avoid excess, resonated globally. He criticized consumerism and called for a simpler, more sustainable way of living. His speeches often highlighted the importance of happiness and well-being over material wealth. Despite the different contexts and regions, Ibrahim Traoré and José Mujica share several common threads in their leadership that provide templates for effective and humble governance. Both leaders exhibit a high level of personal integrity, living modestly and rejecting the trappings of power. Their lifestyles demonstrate that true leadership is about service, not personal gain. Traoré and Mujica have both focused on improving the lives of their citizens, particularly the most vulnerable. Whether through security initiatives or social reforms, their policies aim to uplift the populace and address systemic issues. Transparency and accountability are central to their governance. They have both worked to ensure that public resources are managed responsibly, fostering trust and credibility in their administrations. Their willingness to remain close to the people they serve is another significant aspect of their leadership. By living modestly and engaging directly with citizens, they have maintained a strong connection to the realities faced by ordinary people. Both leaders have implemented progressive policies aimed at creating more equitable societies. Their willingness to tackle difficult and often controversial issues reflects a commitment to inclusive governance. The leadership styles of Ibrahim Traoré and José Mujica offer valuable lessons for future leaders worldwide. Their examples show that it is possible to lead effectively while maintaining humility and focusing on the common good. Living modestly and leading by example can build trust and respect among citizens. When leaders reject excess and prioritize public service, they set a powerful precedent for others to follow. Effective leaders prioritize the needs of their citizens, particularly the most vulnerable. Policies that address social welfare, economic inequality, and security can significantly improve the quality of life for the populace. Transparency and accountability are crucial for good governance. Leaders should strive to manage public resources responsibly and ensure that their administrations are open and accountable to the people. Maintaining a close connection to the people is essential for understanding their needs and challenges. Engaging directly with citizens and living simply can help leaders stay grounded and focused on their duties. Progressive policies that address systemic issues and promote social justice can lead to significant positive change. Leaders should be willing to take bold steps to create more inclusive and equitable societies. Ibrahim Traoré and José Mujica stand as exemplary leaders who have shown that humility and a commitment to public service can lead to effective governance. Their stories provide valuable templates for how to serve countries with integrity, transparency, and a focus on the common good. By following their examples, future leaders can create positive and lasting impacts on their nations. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations of leadership and governance. We welcome your thoughts and discussions in the comments section below. Together, let's continue the conversation about how we can foster better leadership in our world. When comparing Traoré and Mujica, it becomes evident that their leadership styles, although rooted in humility and service, are influenced by their unique political environments and personal histories. Traoré's rise to power in Burkina Faso came through a military coup, a testament to the turbulent political landscape of the region. His leadership is marked by a focus on security, an urgent need in a country plagued by insurgency. This military background gives Traoré a direct, hands-on approach, which is essential for addressing the immediate threats to national stability. His visits to troops and direct engagement with affected communities demonstrate his commitment to understanding and solving the country's pressing issues. On the other hand, Mujica's path to leadership was through a democratic process following a period of guerrilla warfare and imprisonment. His presidency in Uruguay was defined by progressive social policies rather than a focus on security. Mujica's leadership style is more reflective and philosophical, emphasizing social justice and equality. His policies on drug legalization, same-sex marriage, and abortion were groundbreaking in Latin America, positioning Uruguay as a beacon of progressivism. Mujica's personal sacrifices and austere lifestyle were not just symbolic, but a fundamental part of his political message. His choice to donate most of his salary and live on a farm underscored his commitment to living by the principles he espoused. Both leaders emphasized transparency and accountability, but their approaches differed due to their contexts. Traoré, facing a nation with weak institutions and rampant corruption, prioritizes immediate reforms and audits to ensure that public resources are used effectively. His approach is about building trust in a fragile state, where governance has historically been marred by instability. Mujica, coming from a more stable and democratic background, focused on long-term institutional reforms and policies that fostered a culture of transparency and accountability. His administration's emphasis on social policies aimed to reduce inequality and improve the overall quality of life, ensuring that the benefits of economic growth were widely shared. Their lifestyles also set powerful examples for their citizens. Traoré's choice to live modestly and wear military fatigues symbolizes solidarity with his soldiers and the general population. It is a stark contrast to the often lavish lifestyles of many African leaders who are seen as disconnected from the everyday struggles of their people. Mujica's lifestyle choices similarly resonated with ordinary Uruguayans and the global community. His simple living conditions and his Volkswagen Beetle became symbols of a leader who genuinely prioritized public service over personal gain. Both leaders' focus on the vulnerable segments of their societies highlights their commitment to social justice. Traoré's policies aim to restore security and provide economic opportunities, especially in regions devastated by violence. His administration's efforts to improve social welfare demonstrate a recognition that stability cannot be achieved without addressing the root causes of poverty and marginalization. Mujica's presidency, with its emphasis on progressive reforms, directly tackled social inequalities and aimed to create a more inclusive society. His policies on education, healthcare, and housing were designed to lift people out of poverty and provide them with opportunities for a better life. Their governance styles, rooted in personal integrity and service, offer valuable lessons for current and future leaders. In a world often characterized by political corruption and self-serving leadership, Traoré and Mujica remind us that it is possible to lead with humility and a genuine commitment to the public good. Their examples encourage leaders to prioritize the needs of their citizens, maintain transparency, and live modestly to build trust and respect. As we reflect on the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré and José Mujica, it becomes clear that their success is not just about their policies, but about the principles they uphold. Their lives and leadership styles serve as powerful templates for how to govern with integrity and focus on the common good. They demonstrate that effective leadership is about more than just holding office. It is about making a positive and lasting impact on society by staying true to core values and principles. In conclusion, the stories of Ibrahim Traoré and José Mujica provide invaluable insights into how leaders can serve their countries effectively. Their commitment to transparency, accountability, and social justice, coupled with their humble lifestyles, sets them apart as exemplary figures in the realm of politics. By following their examples, future leaders can learn to prioritize the welfare of their people and lead with integrity, fostering trust and building more just and equitable societies.